Well, you tried it just for once, found it alright for kicks. But now you find out that it's a habit that sticks, and you're an orgasm addict. You're an orgasm addict. Sneaking in the back door with dirty magazines, so your mother wants to know what all the stains on the jeans. And you're an orgasm addict. You're an orgasm addict. You're getting assault, but you still keep a beating your meat to pulp, and you're an orgasm addict. You're an orgasm addict. You're a Casanova, you're a no Joseph. It's a live on a fucking yourself to death. Orgasm addict. You're an orgasm addict. You're making out with school kids, winos and heads of state. You've even made it with a lady who puts the little plastic robins on the Christmas cakes. Butchers, assistants and bellhops, you've had them all here and there. Children of God and the joy strings, international women with nobody hair. Ooh, so well you're asking in an alley and your voice ain't steady. The sex mechanics are off, you're more than ready. You're an orgasm addict. You're an orgasm addict. Johnny won't fuck you always and always. He's got the energy, he will amaze. He's an orgasm addict. He's an orgasm addict. He's always at it. He's always at it. And he's an orgasm addict. He's an orgasm addict.
Hey everybody, it's me. Well, this is my post-con voice. I was talking too much during the con. So I'm gonna have to stream like this. Okay? Okay.
You could deal with it. You could deal with a stream like that, right? Like if I lost my voice and that's what I sounded like. That's cool. Yeah, what can I say? TMG took a lot out of me. It turned me into an old blues man.
Hey everybody, it's me. John's Domino.
So, what? Hey, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm dead. And the song that you just heard was called Orgasm Addict by the Buzzcocks, which is a song I hadn't heard by them until today. And I was like, oh my God, really? That's all I said to myself. I was like, yep, I'm opening with that. Definitely. So, yeah, so that's that. I guess I've been gone for a little while. The game today is in fact not Subnautica. For some reason, the ticker didn't update. And it's Grow Home and Chrono Cross. So, sorry, everyone. It's not Subnautica tonight. Obviously, that will happen again soon. But we're going to be doing Grow Home, which is a game that KY bought for me. And I thought, well, I've been gone for a few days. So fresh beginnings, brand new game. And a game that isn't too long either. It's a pretty short game comparatively. So I should be able to knock that out in one or two streams. And it looks good. It's something that I've been interested since I saw the Build-A-Bear at E3, and KY was talking this up. KY's in the chat now. You were missed at too many games, KY. So were all the other streamers. Before I begin the stream, the Grow Home, I would like to just briefly talk about a few things. One, Game of Thrones was amazing. Watched it twice. It's amazing how uneven this season has been, but I've really enjoyed the past few episodes. I think this season had like 3 or 4 like incredible episodes. And then some of it was just kind of mediocre, and then some of it was like, okay, what are we doing here? I'll talk about that in full for a video on my channel at some point. So if you want to hear my thoughts, and some people are, I know they want to discuss the episode, so I'll definitely discuss the second half of the season. For everyone else, what else is new? All right, I had a convention this weekend. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about the convention. that way, well, this could be its own little thing, and then I can start with Grow Home, and then we'll make some more progress in Chrono Cross. So first off, before anything, the news of my 3DS capture card is I emailed the dude that actually made the capture card, and he said that all I have to do is ship it to him, and he'll have it done in like 1 business day. So 1 business day plus shipping. And that means I could potentially be streaming Kirby by this weekend, if I'm lucky. I would very much like to do that. And hopefully that will happen. If not, then next week I think I'll be streaming Kirby again. So the 3DS capture card will be done. He's going to do it for free. And that's pretty cool, I guess. The thing is, he said it's really delicate. It's like you could easily break it, which is why I don't want to attempt it myself. And I don't want to have other people who have been so kind to email me. Thank you, everyone that's emailed me to try to fix my capture card. There's been a lot of really, really nice offers, and I much appreciated. But I want to send it to the professional. I'm going to do that tomorrow. The convention, right. This little thing called the convention. It was good. We had a really good time, and it was very expensive. No, it was a really good time, and the drive was nice, and I got to meet a lot of really great people. You know, it's tiring in a general sense. People that saw me on the last day or towards the end of the day, you'll definitely notice an exhausted Vinny, but early on it's great, and then in retrospect it's even better. I'm glad I don't do too many conventions a year, because it allows me to appreciate these a lot more when I do go to them. But I will say that this was the best convention that I've ever been to and I've ever done, and it was thanks to all of you that showed up. I met a lot of you, some of whom I'd seen before, many of whom I will not recognize in the chat. There are a lot of people who were there that told me their username, and that just went, it's like I met like 30 other people after that, and then that information just got swallowed in the sea of my soul, which is being sailed by Mr. Dink on his yacht. A lot of Mr. Dink this weekend. Mike brought the Dink, so did I. A lot of talk of cummies this weekend. Thanks, Jen, for talking about cummies all weekend. And then I started saying it, Granddaddy's comforts, lots of things like that, because we're adults and I hate myself. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It was a good weekend, though. And memes aside, got a chance to really hang out with a lot of nice people and meet a lot of new nice people. And I've received some nice little gifts, too, here and there. I'll probably talk more about them. But I've got a Smash Bros shirt. Apparently they were selling Smash Bros, Super Smash Bros shirts at one of the booths. And I forget who it was that bought it for me, but you guys were awesome. I don't know if this is licensed, but then again, neither is Smash Bros. So I guess who wins here? No one, I guess. The convention was cool. I did a thing with James and Mike. Hopefully you'll see that in the future. I got a chance to meet some people. I met the Nostalgia Critic briefly. I met Gerard, completionist guy. I only know who some of the people are, but as always, Pat, the NES punk, he was there with Ian, and he was awesome. Pat is like my favorite, pretty much. He's just amazing and really cool, down to earth dude. I like his podcast, and his book looks pretty cool. And I did a panel with Brent. So that's like in terms of e-celeb braggery. That's all the braggery I can do. And Mike Matei asked me if I could do a Pee Wee Herman impression, but that's all on the panel. We did a panel. We did a Vinesauce panel. It was about 45 minutes or so, and it's all online. Someone filmed the whole thing. And before I went live, I noticed that someone tweeted me a link to the video, and I'm just going to go ahead and post it, because why the fuck not? It is legitimately, it is the whole panel.
The reason was because he...
Whoa, see, there it is. Let's see. Here, I'll show you a little bit of it.
To that question. You, Green.
What's...
And we're just like walking to it, and it's just spiders.
Just spiders.
Ass like across the board. What is your biggest guilty pleasure game? A game you know?
I thought he said ass across the board.
sports like clothing. It's like
Sports clothing. Clapping.
he's an urban sponge, but
Urban sponge. And more will await you in this video, including fruit roll-ups. Yeah. So I guess thank you, Spaceman Mitch. I saw a dude setting up a camera. I didn't think the whole thing was recorded, but yeah. Elsa spank butt. There it is. You green. Nope. Nah, it was good. A lot of things that we could take out of context. Yeah, there it is in the chat. You can check it out later. I just linked it. Invalid URL. No, the URL almost says dink. It says DIDNK, which is coincidental. So that's a preview of that. I'm going to start the game very shortly, but I want to talk a little bit more about just a few things real quick. Again, for whoever I met, I want to thank you so much for coming to the con. I think that was, again, the best turnout we ever had. The con itself was a lot of fun, and thank you to the people at Screenwave that put it together. Ryan, who works with Screenwave and Cinemassacre, he put it all together, and he's a really great dude. And I know, like, they're not watching, but Paul, Kristen, any of the Screenwave like family, they really, I mean, they had to deal with a lot of stuff. That was a very busy convention. Apparently, it was almost double last year's attendance. So pretty nuts. And I will never forget this convention. So again, thank you all who came, all who did not come, which you're not an orgasm addict in that case. For those that did not come to the convention, it is good to be back. I'm happy to be streaming again. I have some ideas of future streams. Just going to get back into the swing of it tonight with some low key stuff. I don't want to do a big like bad game stream or anything because, it's been a pretty hectic weekend. I got kind of sick for a little bit of it, and I was worn down for a lot more of it. Really easy to get sick at conventions, so I'm kind of surprised I'm doing so well right now, which probably is me jinxing it. I'm going to contract some form of like teriyaki disease in my jugular very soon. So I'm just waiting for that ball to drop. Maybe I'll get a tempura disease too. I'm not sure. But the convention was overall a fucking smash hit, and I loved it. And thank you for coming. And again, Vinesauce sold the most tickets. Woo, woo, woo. And what else? Oh, a lot of hand sanitizer. One more thing. Redvox did a show, my band. And Joe and Bill drove up, and Mike was there with me. And we played a show, and it was our biggest audience yet. Well, it was our second audience yet, but we had a really good time, and I felt like the show went way better than the first one. Sure, I forgot some of the lyrics to Job in the City. Sure, Mike lost a drumstick. Don't worry about it. Sure, there was some chord mangling on Ghost Page. But, I mean, there's definitely a margin of error when you watch a live show. I think that's the kind of thing you have to expect. Like, there is some here and there moments, but I was really getting into it, and the audience was great. When we played Scoot the Burbs, everyone was jumping up and down, and I was just, there's a moment, if you watch it, someone has a video somewhere, I'm like, what? Like, I put my arms out, I'm like, what? I was just shocked that people were, like, bouncing to a dumb song that I wrote in 5 minutes. But I'm glad that, you know, and I didn't even really write it, but I'm glad that you enjoyed yourselves. Yeah, it was fun, and I look forward to doing it again. Hopefully next year we can do it on Saturday, because that would have been a better day for it. I feel like Friday wasn't quite as good. Thanks to everyone that stopped by the table, and all the cats I autographed, and also someone made me autograph a hubcap. And Keith Apothec... How do you say his name? Keith Papa? That guy. Yeah, the guy with the craziness. He made a trash booth next to us, which was very exciting. It was just a booth. It was a booth full of trash. He literally just took garbage, put it all over, and he just laid in his trash and took pictures with people. And then later they actually, like, were like, no, you can't do this. So he just went to other booths and did the same thing and just trashed other booths. It was really fucking weird. He had a fucking hubcap in his booth, in his little section, which someone went up to him and was like, hey, can I take this? He was like, yeah, take it. And then he got everyone to sign the hubcap, including myself. So this was weird. This is a very surreal life. And I got here, again, I'm humbled because I'm only able to do these things like sign hubcaps because of you guys. And for those that took, made it a really long trip to come to this convention to see Redvox or to just hang out or even just to see all the other people that were there and, just have a good time. I want to thank you again. It was a tremendously fun weekend, a little exhausting as an understatement, but worth it. And I couldn't be more pleased with how well it went. Like I said, the band shit was so fun. Personal goal accomplished. The panel went great. Brent's panel was a lot of fun. And just the after parties were cool too. I mean, there was really no complaints. I have definitely had some fun at conventions before, but not like this. And I didn't drink a drop of alcohol, and I still had that much fun. Yeah, sobriety. Fucking shit. So that's it. That's my story. If I think of more stories, I will tell them as I stream. Now let us begin